Good evening, guys. Evening. Back again. Another live stream. And unfortunately, we couldn't win. Scotland couldn't win this evening in the 150th anniversary match. A friendly, I would use that term loosely, as far as both countries are concerned. We lost 3-1 to England. So I was going to mostly for this live stream get into my thoughts on the match and on my thoughts on how things went. It's been a while. I think it was the last live stream I did was 6 days ago. But hopefully this one though, just discussing about the football. Maybe this will help get the numbers up a little bit just after the game. So I'm just going to wait. I'll just give it a couple of minutes. I'll also get the link out on YouTube like I usually do. And hopefully that can get the numbers up a bit as well. So here we go. Okay. Okay, that's the link sent out now. Oh, oh, it's Cara. It's your cell. How's it going? How you doing this evening? Okay, that's the link sent out on Twitter. Yeah, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Can't complain. It was just all this hot weather the past few days. It took me right out of it. Took away all my energy for doing any live streams, Cara. But yeah, not so bad considering the result, you know. But okay, so maybe just give it a few minutes. Some of our rags they'll join us as well. Great. So, well, I say great. It's not been great, has it? We lost 3-1. I think most Scotland fans going into this game felt pretty confident. I think I felt pretty confident that we might get maybe like a 1-0, a 2-1. Been doing very well, obviously. It's almost pretty much academic that we're through to the Euros. We'd have to really slip up badly and then get, like Spain keep winning and pummel us, and Norway win all their games and win by a big goal difference. But can't see that happening. So it looks like we're through just about. But obviously this game though was disappointing, because we didn't really get much. I think did we play well in small parts? Yeah, we were okay-ish, but overall, I wasn't that impressed with our performance. I didn't really think it was that great of a game as well, to be honest with you. I kept looking at my phone, watching through the game, so it wasn't really an exciting, entertaining matchup. Um, I mean, at the start though, the atmosphere was really good. People really passionate, singing "Fly with Scotland." They hated the "God Save the King" national anthem, but it was just yeah, we just didn't play that well in the end. I mean, you see all these. What was it? Did we play a 3-4-2-1 and England played a 4-2-3-1? It's like what happened to the old school 4-4-2? I'm old school like that. I preferred 4-4-2. Even when I played football and I just played Sunday league football, I was always as the defender for me. Knowing it was 4-4-2 was always good that four midfielders would be ahead of me and could protect me. But yeah, I mean, Overall, though, I mean, it looked like, I mean, even England were up for it. I mean, okay, ultimately, Scotland were gonna take the game more seriously, yes. I mean, it's never a friendly when we play England. But England players looked up for it, rubbing it in. I think when it was they got the second goal. And, it was just very poor, wasn't it? Was it the second goal was the screw up, right, with Robertson, and then Bellingham scored. But yeah, that was pretty poor. You'd expect better from Robertson, a guy who's on 6 million a year at Liverpool and the captain. And then there was a couple of heated moments. It got a little bit heated with Porteous and Kyle Walker. Also, Bellingham shoving the boy. Was it Henry? So there's a couple of heated moments there, which some might say would be a bit surprising, being it's a friendly. But these guys are competitive; they want to win. So yeah, it was 2-0 half time, but then what does England go and do? They go and cock it up by putting on Harry Maguire. But I suppose one thing, not to pile on old Harry, because he's getting a lot of stick, but then some of it is just rightly so. He's barely getting a game for Man U, but then he seems to be one of Southgate's faves that he's putting on the team. You brought him in this game, and then ultimately he was the one with the own goal. And it seems like this has happened now a good few times with Harry Maguire, almost kind of regular occurrence. And I don't know. I mean, I just wonder how it'll come up. What will people be talking about tomorrow when you get like Talk Sport or even ESPN FC later on? What will they be speaking about? Probably it will be more about Maguire and how I guess shit they think he is. It won't be, England, they did what they did, the 1-3-1. It'll be negative, I bet you. I bet it'll be probably negative. It'll be buddy Simon Jordan and Jim White tomorrow talking about Maguire. And it'll probably be saying that England were not that didn't play that well, But hey ho, you won. But this is kind of just the way that the punditry media works. It kind of focuses a lot more on the bad than the good. That's just kind of how it is. But overall, yeah, it was quite disappointing. I didn't think it was a very exciting game to watch. There was a bit more than at least was it 10 years ago when they played? I guess that would have been the 140 if I'm saying that was at Wembley. And I believe that Kenny Miller scored the first goal for us. It was a little bit more exciting. There was a little bit more, something to that game. It was good, enjoyable, entertaining to watch. But this game, I wouldn't say was the best though. But 3-1, in the end, England did deserve it. We didn't play that well, and yeah, but anyway, you guys are still there. What was your thoughts? Did you guys watch the game? Did you see it, or did you not happen to catch it? Let me know what you guys think. You were going to watch it tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, trust me, Cara, save yourself the time. Don't bother watching the highlights program. Uh, you just watch a few minutes of the goals on YouTube. That would be about it. It was nothing. It was nothing special. Trust me. But um, I was optimistic though. I had that weekend win energy to me. Always have. Um, but yeah, it was just a little bit disappointing overall. But again, this is different. It's a difference. There is a big difference there. Um, a waste of time, I would probably say so. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he played Shea Adams, and I never really thought Shea Adams. I mean, it goes back even to the Euros when Shea Adams and Lyndon Dykes did nothing. They didn't score. Our one goal was a midfielder and Callum McGregor who scored. So I never really thought much of Shea Adams and Dykes. I mean, I've done okay in like other games after, but I don't know. I wasn't really that big on Adams though. Still not really. Yeah, how are you doing though overall, Cara? I think you were wondering what happened to me, right? I'm still here though. I won't stop doing these live streams. Not yet, anyway. But the thing with Scotland, I mean, we overall still have some top players. I mean, when you've got guys like John McGinn, John McGinn, Christ at Villa, he'll be making about probably about 5 million a year. Robertson, Liverpool. Um, it still just doesn't compare to what we're dealing with when you've got guys like Bellingham and Kane, Declan Rice, Rashford. Jill Scott's trending. I can't imagine she's probably been saying some things that fans are not they probably think she's talking shit. Probably Shavanawa, yeah, that standard, right, Cara? I think this is Jill Scott commenting on stuff to do with Southgate because yeah, people aren't happy with Southgate. Well, the England fans specifically. I think I mean England should have really beat Ukraine comfortably last week. I think they should have at least won that game 2 or 3-0. Really, they just need to be more clinical. What were the warmest days for you, Cara? Where you at? Uh, had to be Saturday, Sunday. Last Saturday, Sunday here. With us, like it's just when it's too sunny, it can just be a bit too much. Someone's saying Jill Scott's painful. Soonest must wonder what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I mean, you can see from my complexion, Cara, I don't get that tanned often. Here and there, though, I do tan pretty easily, though, when it's really roasting and I'm outside for like a couple hours. Du- 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 du. Yeah, but I think I mean, Harry Maguire. I mean, Harry Maguire. Okay, I mean, it's a funny one with Harry Maguire because it's like he's like one of the more like high profile type players who just gets totally shat on like he's just absolute garbage. And it's really weird because at the end of the day, he must have been worth that. What was it? Man, you paid for him was it like 70 million like 4 years ago. He must have been stood out and been good for something for him to for Man U to fork out that much cash, fork out that much dough on him. I wasn't that familiar with him before. What was it? He was it Hull before Leicester? I didn't really follow his career. Um, but the abuse he does that he gets, though, I mean, it is kind of like, I mean, I see it as bullying. I mean, he's done blunders in a few stinkers in his time, but I mean, obviously though that he gets picked, he was a top defender with Man U for a reason, and still, I'm talking like maybe you know, 3 or so years ago, but I know now, obviously. it's not the same now that he's not getting the game time like he was getting, let's say a couple of seasons ago. But he obviously still moving right though, because I mean, people will say it's like Gareth's nice and he's just picking his friends, and I think the people that he really likes. I don't think that's the case with Southgate. I think you could just put it down to Southgate. He just ultimately got it wrong. His ideas are wrong, and then in hindsight, you can look back and think, yeah, I got it wrong. I don't think it's like people will say it's like an old pals act type of thing. I don't think it's that with Southgate. I think ultimately in football, you're playing well. No, you've seen his play. Training. You're doing well in training. I mean, there's obviously going to be all these factors as to why ultimately you get picked, but it does seem quite harsh though. Some of the stuff with I see with Maguire and the abuse he gets though. Um, you're almost translucent. Mm. Yeah, we're both quite white, are we? I'm fine with white though. I was never like somebody that would want to get like a super fake tan or anything like that. But a moment. Yeah, yeah, no worries, Cara. But I see with the games, so Spain, I think they gubbed. So they gubbed Cyprus. Was it 6-0? Um, Norway draw with Georgia. Um, I mean, next game against Spain ain't going to be easy. I don't think it'll be a walk. Well, it was not. It was a walk in the park when we beat them 2-0 at Hampden. But I think it's just going to be one of the things. So we play them this. So it's about 12th of October next month. So I'd just with them I'd be super defensive minded. Go in this case, go 5-4-1. Have five at the back. Just defend for your life. I wouldn't even be thinking you could win away. You could, we still might pull it off, and you could get sneak a 1-0 win over Spain. But I'd say, maybe good, just go for the point. But yeah, but I suppose Harry Maguire must have felt relieved though when that third goal went in. For sure, he would have felt mega relieved. Du- du- du. So let's see. See, there's the post-match chat. See if I can catch what people have been saying. So if it stands out, uh, we sure quality today, Phil Foden. Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I hate to say it, but it's been was it 24 years almost since we last beat England, and it still wasn't enough because they beat us 2-0. They beat us 2-0 in Hampden. I remember that because Paul Scholes scored two goals. I remember that at the time. I think it was on Sky. It was a weird thing. It was like it aired at 3 o'clock, and then it and then we got it at 5 o'clock on BBC. So my dad had a big thing. It was like I wanted to check the score, but he wanted to see as if it was live. So he stopped looking at the scores back in the day on teletext. And I can remember hearing Sheeran up like the people that were up above me, and we had a tenement flat. We were ground floor, so it'd been something the first floor cheating. And but we knew though we had English neighbors. There was a few actually neighbors of ours who were English in the flat, and then so we weren't sure who would have been cheating for. But then lo and behold, then the first Skolzy gets the first goal, and then we kind of figured, even at that age, I'm like 8, I figured, oh shit, it's England. England have won this, haven't they? And yeah, but then we won 0 at Wembley was very good, and obviously, yeah, it was Don Hutchison who scored. Who's funny enough is actually who's born in England, but I guess it was Scottish. I believe his dad's Scottish, but that was the last time though. So you're talking almost 24 years ago now that that we beat England. Just wonder where everybody's at. Pub. Because I think with the regulars for the most part, I think it's mostly Scottish people who are on the channel. And then I've got one or two like Irish. Uh, there's one or two English folk that come on though, right? But it's mostly like Scottish or Irish, from what I can remember. Norway, so they're 2-1. Georgia. We'd have to really fuck up badly to not get Euros at this stage, though. Like, gee. Still is super hot right here, though. I'm northeast of Scotland. Still got the fine weather. Maybe too fine. But, um, one moment. Yeah, it's still roasting here though. It was just a few days ago, just sweat just dripping and dripping down my back. It was just like, jeez, like, hmm. I think it's going to be really sunny again Thursday as well. Generally, only got really super hot here in Aberdeen the past, like I would say 5 years or so. When it gets to like around summer, though, what is that? Is that climate change? I guess is it or Steve Clark? They interviewed him. Uh, yeah, something about wasn't that song that he did about when Steve Clark was at Killy about cheer up Stevie Clark or something about it was the sectarian one, but I'm sure I heard that same song being sung. I don't know if it was England players singing it. But I don't know about who it was, but it was to the tune of that. Was it "Cheer Up, Sleepy Jean" one that the monkeys did. Why would it have been a friendly? It's the old enemy. Yeah, it was never maybe a friendly. It's never to us. It's everything. It's just how it is. Steve Clark's gamble throwing Harry Maguire off. Hey. There's 15 people on the bench, and 1, 2. There's 6 substitutions. Was it up to 7? Is it in friendlies, or is there a limit? But my old pal, my old schoolmate Jack, yeah, he came on. Christie, still wasn't enough at the end though. I'm guessing everyone's either out at the pub or it's just so super hot. Okay. Okay, just one moment, guys. Just 1 second. from analytics, 8 to 9 is usually the best time for doing these live streams. I end up things come up and then I end up doing them later. Okay, just one sec, guys. It'll just be a minute. Okay, I'm back. It's been quite a quiet one tonight. And again, last one was quite quiet as well. I think Lenny just came on. This is what a Liverpool fan says. I genuinely feel sorry for Harry Maguire. This is on Southgate, a man who said he would pick players on form and not reputation. Picked a man out of form and relying purely on reputation. Someone's saying they know it's a effing meaningless friendly, right? This was like some guy just like singing his heart out, almost in tears as he's singing "Fly Out of Scotland." It's like, come on, we sing this with passion, you know. It's like this is just it's our national anthem. I'd probably if I was there at Hampden, I'd be like, "Ooh, greeting." I'd be probably in tears. I went to Hampden for a Scotland game one time. It was Scotland versus Lithuania, and it was a Fletcher, real brilliant goal, and that's what got us into the playoff. And that was an amazing moment, you know. Sean McGinn, he looked out of it, blown up. I actually don't blame Maguire. He's shot to shit confidence wise, and everyone knows it. I blame Southgate, who keeps effing throwing him into the deep end with zero form and zero playtime. The problem there is not Maguire, it's Southgate. Hmm. So, what do you guys think? Is it Maguire? Is it Southgate's fault? Who do you put the blame on? So, Porteous won 100% of tackles he attempted against England. Yeah, Porteous was he was some good defending there with Porteous, no doubt. Wow, Southgate bemoans the likes of Harry Maguire. The action tonight is a consequence of idiots, really, from our side that have created that environment. Some of the articles and comments that have been written are an absolute joke. Wow, he really did say this as being sports. Hmm. This will get some column inches though tomorrow. This will be spoken about what he's saying. Because I think a lot of people will not agree with this at all, with what Southgate's saying. So he'll get a lot of stick. Um, they call me Slim Shady. Oh, am I the Scottish Slim Shady? Am I, Cara? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It was an old song. Well, Mace did out that one. Welcome back. It was an old song he had sampled though. I know. I could message Maureen, see what she's doing, Cara. I think it's been a few weeks since I last heard from her. Where is Maureen? Mm, duh, duh. Yeah, well, Maureen, I mean, well, it's the Celtic connection, isn't it, Cara? I'm pretty sure she'd be rooting for us. Paz, my mate, my someone said if you fly from China to London, they give you a little guide to make sure you don't get stabbed or raped. Someone says here, it says, this is definitely true. London is generally a safe place to travel, where precautions are needed when entering areas mainly populated by Indians, Pakistanis, and black people. We advise tourists not to go out alone at night, and females always to be accompanied by another person when traveling. Paz said, this is what Sadiq Khan, the horrible mayor of London, has reduced the capital city of London to. I mean, it's terrible what Sadiq Khan does, but this is just this wreckage, and this is what it is with Sadiq Khan. It's wreckage. It's got to be. I mean, to me, it's not just that it's a thing of being incompetent. You know, Sadiq Khan, I think, is very competent when it comes to, carnage and fucking shit up. That's what he's competent at, and it's all done by design. Um, he's just a odious little man, isn't he? Nail it the Brock, carrots. Nail it the Brock. I know. Yeah, I think that. I think that all the stupid stuff with ULAs and all this other things, and they don't environment though or climate change. It's just a joke, isn't it? So it looks like Southgate's, I know, really sticking up for Maguire. He's saying, "I've never known a player treated the way he is by our own pundits. It's beyond anything I've ever seen." Yeah, it seemed harsh, but he's definitely made his fair share of cock ups and headers. But how did he get in that position in the first place, though, for Man U to buy him? And it even goes back to 2019 when I think it Paul Merson in particular, one of the pundits Sky Sports News. He was very critical and very anti. Was being critical. Sorry, Harry Maguire going to Harry Maguire going to Man U. It goes back to even stuff like the Tavistock Cara and just the way that they kind of treat human beings like, I don't know, cattle, you could say, like, get guinea pigs, test their little experiments on, and they don't treat us like human beings. Southgate confirmed he'd love Elliot Anderson to change his allegiance from Scotland to England. Hmm. Trust me, you'll forget that England won the game at all. But just wait. I think they're gonna talk sport. Just wait. I can see it. I can see exactly what they're going to be saying tomorrow. What they'll say tomorrow, though. I can just see it. Yeah, I messaged Maureen though, Cara. I haven't heard anything back though. Uh, mhm. So you're just gonna wait tomorrow and watch the game then, kinda. Yeah, just you could probably just see literally see like a free 4 minute clip highlight clip on clips on YouTube. Nothing special though, really, to be honest. Hmm. So I think Jason Cundy and what's the boy O'Hara are talking about the game already. I'm sure they'll be critical. They'll be critical of their own country, I'm sure. Bellingham makes Graham Souness eat his words after claiming he only gets picked because he plays for Real Madrid. Yeah, I thought that was a weird comment that he came out with. When I heard that, I was thinking, like, what? Like he was trying to say, oh, that Madison was better than Bellingham, and I'm like, I don't know about that, mate. I don't know if I would say that. Um, Give it a swerve. Yeah, I'd agree, Cara. Give it a swerve. I did find that a little bit weird though when he said that. The boy, well, Souness, he's not really a boy, is he? But a lot of praise for Billy Gilmore. Yeah, no doubt. He's a cracking wee guy. Great lad. Part of the heart and soul of the team, really, I think. Yeah, a bit of a hothead, wasn't he, though, Bellingham? Shoving the boy Henry. But you like to see that. You like to see that they care and that it's not just these guys up on a big pedestal thinking, oh, we're so above you. We make so much money, more money than these guys. They want to win and they're passionate. Ali McCoy is trending. Yeah, I'm sure. Again, Ali McCoy still always does a cracking job on commentary. Some people saying he's a brown noser. I don't think so. I think come on, you've got to be neutral, somewhat neutral when you're doing this commentary. Obviously, he wants England to win, but it's like, come on. True, 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 true. Okay. Okay. So okay, wrapping this up in just a couple of minutes. So, any other comments, guys? Any questions that you have, please fire away. Now's the time. Master Max there. No, no. Yeah, it was good to see you, Cara. Uh, if I'm back tomorrow, I'll see. I'll maybe try and make it a little bit earlier. Maybe get more of a crowd in. Maybe do it around 9, maybe 8, 9. See if we can do the live stream for then. Uh, okay, then. So I'm just going to call it a night now. So, yeah, sadly, we couldn't get the job done. England, the friendly, but, in the end of the day, I guess we just got a bit outclassed. But it is what it is. We're still got it now with the Euros, and just considering we had to wait, buddy, 23 years to get for the Euros 2 years ago. You know, it was much bigger improvement now. It's really good watching the Scotland side now. Posher. You think you're calling me posher? Just 'cause a refined Scottish accent. But no, no, thanks, Cara. So yeah, so I think I'll probably be back tomorrow, maybe about. I'll try and make it a little bit earlier, do a live stream tomorrow. But yeah, I'll definitely be back for one tomorrow. So thanks, guys. Thanks everybody for came on the live stream. Take care and enjoy the rest of your evening. So thanks, guys. See ya. Bye.